Trouble came to the southern kingdom of Judah when Tiglath-Pileser seized the Assyrian Empire. And trouble came when their own king, Uzziah, was seized by leprosy, his royal city squashed flat by an earthquake. And the people of Judah knew an earthquake for a warning. They knew leprosy for an uncleanliness. And they knew Assyria for a problem. Tiglath-Pileser set about to strengthen his hold on his empire with war chariots, cavalry, and fighting camels. And then he turned to all of those who were Assyria's covenant allies, small kingdoms like Judah and Israel and Syria, and larger kingdoms like Babylon and Egypt, and called in the requirements of the alliance, which were basically pay tribute or be invaded. Israel and Syria chose to fight, chose to rebel. And since Israel and the southern kingdom of Judah were also in alliance, Israel turned to Judah and said, "Fight with us or we will fight you." And Ahaz, the then king of Judah, had a choice to make. Which side to choose. And his decision was to pay tribute to Syria, defend his life. And for that he was seriously rebuked by the prophet Isaiah, who pointed out that Yahweh had given the land of Judah to the people to grow food and vineyards and olive oil, and that was to feed the people, not to pay to the Assyrians. And that it was Yahweh who would defend Judah. But the tribute worked. The Assyrians protected Judah from Israel and Syria. And the king of Judah thought to himself, was able to think to himself, I have kept the world from overturning on my people. And time passed. Tiglath-Pileser's successor, Sargon, died in battle, which was taken as a possible hint that the Assyrian gods were not entirely in favor of the Assyrian world, and thus revolts came again. This time it was Egypt, it was Babylon, and Judah joined them. But Assyria was not as weak as everybody had thought. And Assyria came down and ended the revolt in Egypt, ended the revolt in Babylon, and then turned to Judah. And although the king in Judah then had seen to his fortifications around Jerusalem and his water supply, they ended up besieged by the Assyrians. And once again, they paid tribute. They paid tribute for the Assyrians to go away. They paid as much as the gold from the ark, and they gave more of the oil and the grain that was meant to feed their people. And the Assyrians went away. And another king thought he had kept the world from overturning on his kingdom of Judah, and time passed. Time passed and the Assyrians did grow weaker until Egypt and Babylon fought like jackals over the carcass of the old empire. And in that battle, Judah chose the wrong side, and for a third time found itself besieged, this time by Babylon. And this time there was no tribute to give. There was no one who wanted to take tribute. And for Judah, the world did turn upside down. And the children of the line of David went off into exile. But as they went into exile, they took with them the words of the prophet that we now think of as the invitation to the thirsty, where the prophet, speaking for Yahweh, asks, why do people spend money on that which is not good to eat? the prophet invites the poor to drink wine and honey and not pay. And where the prophet, speaking in the words of Yahweh, reminds the people of David and promises them that he will make them a nation that will be other nations will come to. And in that promise, and in the promise, it talks about how Yahweh's ways are not man's ways, and man's ways are not Yahweh's. And water falls to the ground so that the earth may bloom, and Yahweh's voice goes out so that his purposes may be achieved. That is a reminder from then till now that once the world has overturned totally, there will be, as we know tonight, a new world.